Hi, people. Have you guys ever asked yourself why people win, let's say a bet, they get some large amount of money and all of a sudden their wealth vanishes? It's all about financial psychology. Money and management of money is all a game. It's just like the way we play a game of chess. You win and sometimes you lose. But the biggest mistake that you have is if you do not teach yourself some financial knowledge and be able to master how to manage money. However much as you increase your salary, you are not able to become financially free if you do not monitor your spending habits. So, from the previous video, we talked about perceived wealth. So, in this specific video, we are going to talk about the perception of windfall gains and perceived wealth. So, specific is, for example, what do we call a windfall gain? A windfall gain is when all of a sudden you're not used to big amounts of money, but by luck, let's say you play a lottery and you win huge amount of money. Or for example, you're able to get an inheritance, you're not used to money and you get big amount of money. Or let's say, for example, you get your pension or your retirement and you need to go home. So you get this huge amount of money that you've never handled. Let's say you've never been able to see 500,000 the whole of your life, 100,000 the whole of your life, 1,000,000 for all of your life. So it comes that particular day, you have a lot of money. And this one I'll speak across to a lot of people, even who play sports. For example, athletes who win big award money, and now the whole thing just changes. You are from humble beginnings and now you become wealthy and things start hitting you. So here you develop a perceived wealth. So for example, I have a friend called Carol, and Carol is able to live around an income of 30,000, 40,000. And today she's very lucky. She gets an amount of might be 200,000 or 1,000,000 shillings. First things first, Carol never used to seek financial knowledge, so she is very uneducated in terms of finance. Number two is Carol had a certain spending way of spending. She might have had financial knowledge. She might have been applying some financial principles of cautious budgeting, cautious spending. She might have been saving. But then, after the winning, she finds herself with money. And now the whole perception changes. She was used to spending 40,000. Now she's lucky. She has 3,000,000 cash money. To her, she sees 3,000,000 as too much money that will never end. This is money that will stay with her for a long period of time. Unfortunate side of humanity is when we handle our money, when we get lump sum amount of money, if we do not put it into investments as soon as possible, and half of the time the investment decisions we make are not the right ones, because you might find yourself putting an investment in a dead asset that doesn't generate you a revenue. Nonetheless, it's better because you've put your money somewhere. Okay? Now, instead of Carol taking the money to place it might be in a money market fund, a treasury bills, buy a treasury bond, or might be even open an account which earns interest in the bank, she decides it's time to change my lifestyle. So one day, she used to live in a humble single room, a decent studio. She feels, oh, I need to change. So what does she do? She moves to a house that is more expensive. Second of it all, she feels her furniture do not befit her new status. So she goes to the posh shops and shop for new furniture. Those are our spending habits, aren't they? We now realize we cannot have a normal breakfast. We need to have the British kind of breakfast. The perception changes. We stop eating like the way we used to eat. We now eat like the perceived wealthy people. We realize we cannot walk anymore. We need to drive a car. So we go and we drive a car. We do not count the expenditure that comes with it and whether it's going to give us an extra income. One thing we know is we still have our 3 million shillings. It's dwindling, but we know, give or take, we still have money. So what happens is the change of lifestyle, the sudden change of lifestyle does not match with the kind of money that she can hold for a long period of time. Her mind was used to spending the little amount of salary she was earning of 40,000. And as a result, she was not ready for this big windfall. She did not plan, she did not manage herself well, and one thing led to the other. And finally, she finds herself back to the 40,000. She finds that she has to downgrade and go to a small house. She finds that she has to sell off some of whatever she had bought. You know those things that you feel like, oh, my fridge is not enough, I need to get a big fridge. Or I need to order 5 chicken. And you used to buy 1 chicken, eat it, then after some time you buy another chicken. All of a sudden you feel, no, this is too much money for me and I need to change. And you know, what happens is the impact is not felt immediately. It's felt after. So once the 3 million shillings is done, that's when Carol will have regrets with her money. So we need to master our spending habits. As much as our income is growing, we should not change our lifestyle. We should maintain our lifestyle and push more to saving or to some investment that will generate us income. And as a result, we can be able to have a better lifestyle, not immediately, but later on. Let's learn to have delayed gratification. It is the most important thing that will distinguish you from the rest of the people. Before you spend, ask yourself, do you need it? Delay the expenditure for a week. Delay the expenditure for a month. Unless you had planned for it, it's not an emergency and it can wait. That is how you make sound financial decisions. And if you feel that what I'm giving you is sound financial advice, please subscribe so that you can come back for more content and you can show your support for us to be able to give you more videos that will allow you to build a better financial relationship and make your psychology with money better. So thank you for watching. My name is Purity and I'm your financial coach, and ciao, till next time.